Oh, come up, you son of a bitch. What the goddamn fuck is happening? Sweetie, where are you? I thought it happened automatically.
There we are. Have you muted yourself, Jonathan? Can't hear you.
I think.
That's
Can
better.
you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello? Yes.
Hello.
Okay, I'm just going to send this to Mr. McCrinnan.
Oh, okay. While you're doing that, hello everybody. We're back. Those that are watching, we can hear you.
Oh,
those people watching in the chat, if you can say hello, let us know that you're there and we will give you a shout out. But tonight is myself and Jonathan. You're going to have to bear with us. I'm full of a cold. Jonathan's having technical issues again. Are you there, Jonathan? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Daniel. Hi, Robert. I think there's a bit of a lag, Jonathan. You've muted your mic again. That's better.
Yeah, I know. Graham's just come back from Exeter. I was just asking how things were. Can you hear me now?
Right. We can, yes.
This is a complete technical bollock up, isn't it?
It always is. It says here from Rob, wow, Dan's getting better looking. How can you compare Jonathan to Dan?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Can anybody hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, Roger says howdy from Eastern Kentucky. Howdy, Roger. Hope you're well.
Hi, Roger. Hi, Robert. Hi, Daniel.
What'd you say about this comment then, Jonathan?
What, that Dan's getting better looking?
Yes.
Thank you, Roger. I can't hear Vivian. I can hear me.
Come out and go back in.
You can what? Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you in a minute, boys and girls.
I hope you can all hear me okay. I shall struggle through like you do. We've been experiencing technical difficulties, let's just say. But we shall carry on. We shall do what we can. As I say, like I'm full of a cold. Well, I think it's a cold. I came back from a conference and went down with this, and I've had it all week, and it's not got any better. Even though I am taking medication, it's just stayed. I've done a COVID test, and I have not got COVID, so that's one positive thing. But Jonathan and I decided that we would come on here and do a show anyway. Dan has taken ill, so apologies for that. He's not been very well, but he's safely tucked up in bed and he's struggling on. And we can only wish Dan a very, very speedy recovery. But he said to apologise to everybody, and he will be back as soon as he can. So I don't know where Jonathan's gone. Maybe he's gone round the long way to come back in. I don't know. Oh, here he is. There he is.
Yes. Don't ask.
That's better.
Yeah, I've given up on my PC. I'm now on my iPad.
That's better. Much better. Definitely.
So what has happened since I've disappeared in the last six minutes?
Nothing. I was just telling him about Dan and how me and you are doing the show tonight, and hopefully Jamie will join us at some point. He was having some issues as well. It's a day for issues with technical difficulties, isn't it?
Oh, it's I don't know why it's all going so horrible.
It's because we got a strawberry moon tonight, I think.
Well, I don't work well at full moons anyway.
That's what it is. And it's called the strawberry moon, I found out, not because of the colour of the thing. It's because it's the first full moon where the moon is at its lowest, and it's in connection with strawberries coming into season and that sort of thing, which is why it's called strawberry moon.
I think it was more likely, considering the effect it's having on all the equipment. It's called the strawberry moon because it gets you into a bit of a jam.
Oh God!
I'm wasted here.
I don't know. And today, and I told you this in the backstage, is World Lynx Day. Not Lynx.
It's the day that we celebrate a particular brand of antiperspirant.
No, it's the day we celebrate the four-legged creature with not much of a tail.
Goodness me, I want to know who it is who sets up these days.
I don't know.
I mean, what is to stop me saying today is International Vivian Day?
No, we should have a CFZ Day.
Yeah, it has been suggested before.
We should have a CFZ Day. That would be a good one.
Yes, I think it would be. What the hell am I doing? I'm still trying to get back onto the bloody thingy.
Well, while you're getting on the thingy, Robert says, we had a couple of orcas last week and 7 came up today in the River Forth. 7 orcas. Wow.
Fantastic. Did you get any photographs?
Yeah, Rob, have you got any photographs you can send across to Jonathan? We'll see. He might be able to send you some. You never know.
I
There's
just
got to
want to
be some.
share it with the viewers because this is fantastic. I want to see him. This
It's good
sort of thing
news.
we should share. Please, guys, all of you, if you get any interesting animal sightings, take photographs so we can share them on the show.
Yeah.
So there's me taking over from Vivian for a second to entreat everybody to send a photograph.
I
But
did share.
What's that?
I did share a very interesting news article with you that hopefully you'll do a show on the last Wednesday.
Will.
Yeah, it's a very, very interesting news article, which it will be. It's another show in its entirety. So look out for that for the last Wednesday of the month show. I think he's switching to the PC and come off his, which is why we've lost him. So don't panic, guys. He will be back. You're going to have a lovely, lovely look there of my bookshelf. Oh dear, my book collection keeps growing and growing and growing. I've got no room for them. I have no idea. I've got a bookshelf to my side here, which you can't see off camera. That's stacked full of books as well. This whole room is full of books.
This is completely bloody ridiculous. I just got
What have you done?
I just got kicked out.
Nobody touched you. We thought that you was joining your PC just then.
No, I've given up on. Well, I don't know if I've given up on that or not yet, but it's not working. Oh
dear.
Lord, life is very complicated today.
It is. Oh, Nico. Oh, bless you. Nico's listening, but he's not in a very talkative mood at the moment. Do you know what, Nico? I'd put my arms through the screen and give you a great big hug right now if I could. I'm so sorry for your loss. It's not very nice, and our thoughts are with you, you know, and Jasmine as well. I'm calling her Jasmine. I think her name's Yasmin. Have you got fish in your living room, Jonathan?
Yes. Or eggs.
Oh, he sent a YouTube link.
Who has?
Robert. Oh,
Robert, you star. Hang on.
That's the YouTube link there.
And guess what? I can't open. Bloody hell. Hang on. I'll
No,
be back.
I know.
I think.
Oh, it's disappeared again. If anyone's interested in the orcas, there's the link there. It's in the chat. Hopefully when you click on it, it will take you to it. But there you go. Sorry, I do apologise, coughing there. Still not fully recovered. But everyone's gone and left me. I'm all by myself. Oh, he's back again. There he is.
And now so you have, Robert. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I think you might have to copy and paste it and put it in your browser.
I'm trying to copy and paste it. And all that's happened when I copy and paste it.
Robert, can you just private message that link to?
I've done. I think. Oh, you clever sod. I think I might.
He's off again. I think he's watching it. Are you back? I know it's
I
gone.
am back, and it didn't work. I can't copy it. No,
Rob, can you private message that to Jonathan and he can? Oh, just type in orcas in the River Forth and it will come up.
that's brilliant.
That's what Rob's saying.
I'm really excited about this.
See what you've done now, Rob?
Oh, have I disappeared again? Have I disappeared
You have.
again? Okay, I will do it. Oh, for God's sake. I've had enough of technology today. It really is not very well.
Oh, dear. Oh, that is funny. Have a look at it after the show, Jonathan.
I am. Yes.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I was just trying to be clever, and that's probably never a good idea. Bloody hell! You ought to share. Can you share this so people can see it? It's absolutely magnificent.
Hang on. Let's have a go.
Wow! Oh, Robert, thank you, man. It's only 28 seconds or so, but it's
Right, let me see if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to show a film, but here we go. I'll give it a go. Right. What are you looking at now? Can you see it?
I can't see the video. I can see the YouTube. I can see the Google link.
Right, okay. Let me share the video. Can you see this?
Yes, and isn't that impressive? Oh, wow. Robert, that is just totally... Did you just say, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
It's totally far out. Oh, wow.
And that's in the River Forth. There we go. I think it's just... I just think that it's on a loop. Oh, no. It's not on a loop. Is that mum and baby?
What a brilliant piece of footage. Oh, God, I wish I was there. Well, that's just totally and utterly impressive by anybody's standards. Thanks, Robert. That's very good of you, mate.
Here's another one, if it will play. Here's another one. Can you see that one?
Oh, yeah. This is just totally brilliant.
There we go. I'm coming back into the studio.
Isn't it wonderful when in 21st century Britain we can get things like that coming within a mile or so of civilization? Isn't that wonderful?
Hello, Ned. Hope you're well.
Hi, Ned.
Robert says that was last week. That was last week. There's 7 up today. There was 7 of them today.
Golly. I wonder what brought them in.
Is it global warming? Because the waters are warmer there now. I don't know.
I think it's probably they were hunting seals But what brought the seals into what brought the seals into the river more than usual? I
Yeah,
think that's absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's made my day. That has.
it was so lovely to see, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely fantastic.
Who knows what will be in our rivers soon? Because with that happening, oh, he says that seals are always there in the River Forth.
How often, Robert, do you get visiting orcas?
We're going to see some strange things in our rivers and things, so keep your eyes peeled. And if you do see anything, let Jonathan know, because he'd be interested.
Hi, Terry. One thing that was interesting recently is that some grey seals swam right up the Thames into the edges of between Berkshire and Oxfordshire.
Yeah,
Right up into Wind in the Willows territory up the top of the Thames, and they've just made their home there and just settled in. Absolutely fantastic.
we get them all sea whales, humpback dolphins.
It's one of the things I've always wanted to see, Robert. I've never seen one of the great whales, or not quite. When I was 11, I was in the Bay of Biscay on a ship, and I saw through the fog in the middle distance a small hump come back out of the water, and the remains of a spoon squirting, what do they call it, blowing into the sky. And the naval officer I was with said that it was a humpback whale, but it doesn't really count because it was only teensy weensy bit of it, and I only saw it for a few seconds. I've always wanted to see one of the great whales. I've seen dolphins, I've seen porpoises, but never one of the great whales.
Do you know, I've always wanted to have a swim with the manatee.
Oh gosh, me too. I
They
love
look
them.
like, they're so cute.
I like the way they sit there, go and waving their flippers at each other. I think fantastic creatures, manatees
Yeah,
and
yeah.
dugongs.
There is a program tonight on the television. I won't say what channel, and it's all about the most sought after and trafficked animal in the world, and that's the pangolin. And I
Yeah,
love the pangolin, but I can't watch it because there'll be scenes that I really will be upsetting for me. But we have a world of amazing creatures that are beautiful in their own rights, regardless of what they are, even your fancy, fluffy, spidery things that you like. But we should have
fancy,
respect.
fluffy, spidery things.
Yeah, those spidery things that you and Dan were cooing about, those hairy things.
They were gorgeous.
They were fluffy, spidery things. That could be the name of a new book.
I think it sounds like an indie band. In about
Oh,
1994, ladies and gentlemen, they're the fluffy, spidery things.
things. Yeah. Oh, I think the world is an amazing place full of amazing creatures. And yeah, as Siobhan is saying, my name is Rose. I do not like people being cruel to dogs. No, nobody should be cruel to dogs. It shouldn't be cruel to any animal living and breathing, and even to our fellow human beings.
But what happens when the dog eats your biscuits?
Oh, yes.
When the dog sneaks past your guard and runs off with your biscuit, and then goes to the other end of the room sneering at you while he eats it slowly.
With the whole packet. Has he ever taken the whole packet?
He's taken half a packet, yes.
Do you know what makes me laugh?
He's still my little boy. I'd never be cruel to him.
Do you know what makes me laugh about dogs? And I know that my dog wasn't the only one that did it. Other dogs have done it. But at Christmas time, they sniff out the Quality Street box under the Christmas tree, rip the paper open, get into the box somehow, eat all the chocolates, but leave the wrappings around the chocolates on the carpet. So are they regurgitating the papers, or they just rip it? They've got a knack of getting these small chocolates open and they just eat the chocolate. What is that about?
I don't know. We ought to have to run an experiment with this, with set up some trail cameras to watch. But then again, dogs aren't supposed to eat chocolate either.
No. But the dog used to every year was the same thing. Who's been at the chocolates? And all the wrappers are on the floor, but the chocolate's gone. And he's got into the Quality Street tin.
Dear little fellows.
I know, they're clever. They are clever.
I love dogs.
Yeah, I do too.
Archie sleeps in bed with me every night.
Ned says, not for long if we leave it up to the human race. Yeah, true.
Yeah, you're right there, Ned.
Yeah. But, so have you got any gossip, any news? What's happening in the world of CFZ?
Absolutely nothing. It's been a very quiet week this week. I've been doing dull admin stuff most of the time. Guinevere's got a new frog. Not bold for taking biscuits. Yes, but those biscuits, Rose, my sweet, were in my hand while I was eating them. He came and stole them out of my hand and ran off.
Better than adults. Better than most human beings, to be honest, Ned.
But speaking as a zoologist, the technical term for a dog that does that is a conniving little shitbag. That's the official technique.
Oh dear. My mum looks after a dog that comes to visit. And if you're eating something, if you're not quick, he'll snatch it from going from there to your mouth. He'll snatch it.
Yeah.
Run off with it. Or if you catch him and try and take it back, he's growling at you. It's not to say you're not having that back. Oh, it's mine.
I know exactly what that is like.
Yeah. It is funny. I had this week I walked I think she's a cross between a Jack Russell and a Pomeranian. And she picked something up off the road and started eating it. So I went to stop her and tried to grab her little snout to try and prise her mouth open to see what she was eating. She growled at me and went like yappy. But still, see where I'm a dog person, I'm not scared of dogs. Even if she was to bite me, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have got it out of her mouth, whatever it was, because it wasn't my dog. But dogs are funny things. Siobhan says, don't eat biscuits in front of your dog, from Rose.
It's worse than that. I was quite happily there eating my biscuits. He heard me eat them from 2 rooms away and kept running across the house in order to steal them off me.
That is funny. What's this one? Wild cats in Scotland, only about 100 left.
Yeah, that's a particularly interesting one because they're not being hunted to extinction. They are being bred out of existence because the wildcats are crossbreeding with their domestic cousins.
Ooh.
And the Scottish wildcat is disappearing through genetic dilution.
Yeah.
Which I think it's interesting. And it's very difficult to know how to stop it.
Well, we have that dilemma in a certain place where things are mutating, and we are going to do a show about that at some point. So I can't really go into it now because otherwise it will spoil the show. But there's things happening across the planet that shouldn't be happening.
Is that in the one that you sent me earlier in the week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's very interesting. Things are happening that shouldn't be happening, or on the other hand, should they? Because mutations are the way that evolution works. Evolution works because mutations change the species, and the mutations that are good for the species survive, and the mutations that are bad for the species don't. That's how it works.
But when it comes to when humans have done things that they shouldn't have done and they've had no choice but to mutate, that's another thing that we should think about. But anyway, we'll talk about it on the show when we do the show.
That's a bit like saying I shouldn't eat my biscuits where the dog can hear. I should shut myself into a locked room if I'm going to eat biscuits.
Oh, do you know, you should put cotton wool in the dog's ear so he can't hear.
I am going to tell Archie later on that he's got a friend in Auntie Siobhan who's telling me what to do, and always on the dog's side, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree, Ned. That is true. Yeah. Rob says, I think it's Trump getting rid of these alien animals.
It might be. It could be argued that Trump is an alien animal.
Yeah. Put pepper on the biscuits. He won't like them again. I bet he would.
Then I won't like them again either. Thanks for that, Ned. I don't like butterproof.
I tell you something I've discovered, which you should put on your biscuits.
I don't like that suggestion. We are I would agree totally.
You need to put, I have discovered, Lindt chocolate spread. Lindt chocolate hazelnut spread, and just put that on top of your biscuits, your plain biscuits, and eat that. It's really heavenly. I'll have to send you some, Jonathan.
It sounds lovely. Would the dog approve?
Don't give them to the dog. Lindt chocolate spread's too good to give to dogs.
I don't give the dog any of this. In my little tub of biscuits that goes upstairs with me when I go to sleep, because I go to bed quite early, you see. Yeah. And some of the medicine I'm on gives me a stomach cramp, so I have to have something to eat later night. So I have my late night Nibbity Woos, and there's always some dog biscuits in the same tub, so I can give biscuits to the dog, and just so he won't eat mine. But it doesn't always work like that.
You should have digestive chocolate ones in tea. Dip them in tea.
Oh,
are you a dunker?
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like how Robert is as well.
Yeah. You have to get the dunk just right, so it's not too floppy that it falls back in your tea. That's the only thing.
The worst thing about dogs is they'll always find the most revolting things in the garden.
Yeah.
And Archie loves it when he finds some hedgehog shit in the garden. He goes and rolls in it. And
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever smelled hedgehog droppings, but they're absolutely revolting. And so you have to give him you have to bring him in, put him under the shower and wash him then. And he doesn't approve of that.
Do you know, I have some of the largest hedgehog shit in my garden right now because I feed the birds and the blackbirds, and the hedgehogs come in at night and just hoover up anything that's left over. And I've noticed this shit, and for years Andy was saying to me, there's been a cat in our garden and it's shitting everywhere, disgusting thing. Until we actually saw the hedgehog. This hedgehog, I'm not kidding you, is huge. He's quite an old boy. He's been coming in our garden for years. He's massive. And the size of his shit, oh my God, it's awful. It's disgusting. The bigger the hedgehog, the bigger the shit. That's all I can say.
Then don't tell Archie he'll probably want to come and have a visit and roll in it.
Yeah. Well, he can if he wants. I've got 2 showers in the house and 3 toilets.
He's not coming all the way to Cambridgeshire in order to roll in hedgehog shit.
You can have a holiday.
He's a revolting enough little beast without that.
So
he found a dead shrew the other day and ate it. And then was everywhere very violently.
He can't be doing things like that at his age. He's getting on a bit. He needs to take it easy, does our Archie?
He's 17 now. And
I know.
He behaves more peculiarly now than he ever did.
Bless him. Boy. Oh, bless him. He'd love it up here. So,
Rob,
he's got a tortoise he's had for 15 years. Wow.
There was a Horsfield tortoise at a castle in South Devon that I think was 170 years old when it died.
Oh, wow.
I think it was 170.
You'll have to write him into your will, Rob, so he gets looked after. He's going to outlive you, sounds like. Oh, and a dungeon, Viv. Don't forget that room. I need a dungeon.
Why do you need a dungeon? Do I want to ask?
He doesn't let it hibernate. No, good for you. Well, talking of dungeons, I've been bidding on a finger, a human finger, and they've got it. It's just a bone. They've got it set in a bezel that you can wear around your neck. But what they've done is you can pull it apart, and in the middle is a silver, like a long spike, like a pick. Totally fascinating. So I put a bid on this finger. The auction's now over. We now have to wait to see who's won. I bet I haven't won because it is totally
revolting.
What, to have a human finger?
I'm weird though.
I am weird though. Let's be honest. But yeah, this human finger, and I don't know who the human was that it belonged to. It's just there.
How much were the bids for? How much was the people bidding?
The last bid I saw was £90, and let's just say I increased that bid.
Fucking
and that's weird. Cheap. That's cheap because I think they go for about £200 or £300.
Well, I've got a human skull, I don't mean
Yeah,
on my head. I mean in my study.
yeah. I'm building up to one of those. I'm building up. Right. Ned wants to know, how big do they get, these Horsfield tortoises? I don't think they get that big, do they?
No, 12, 14 inches long.
I'll sage it before I wear it. No, do you know, I've thought, with this finger, I can put it on a necklace and I can use it like a nose picking finger. So rather than using my own, I can.
Now you are being revolted.
We have 10 of them. Fingers, that is. 90 quid for a finger. Well, it was. My bid was more.
Golly. And you say I'm weird for liking spidery, fluffy things.
Yeah, spidery, fluffy things. Well, no. I'd rather have a human skull or a human skeleton in here rather than a spider. Seriously.
Dear sweet Guinevere has now got 24 praying mantis.
They're nice. I like them. I've had one of those in the past.
But in India?
No, in England.
In England?
My kids, when they were younger, had one as a pet.
They're brilliant things.
And we had 2 green iguanas. One was rescued. We rescued one from a vivarium that had a bare light bulb for its heat source.
Jesus.
It was burning. It was burning itself on it. So we talked this woman round to letting us buy it off of her, and we put this iguana in with our iguana, and it turned out our one was male and her one was female. But we had to rebuild the vivarium, which was a huge double wardrobe that we turned into a viv, because they need height, they need to climb.
Mm.
And we got a friend of ours who was in the glass business to do toughened glass doors on it. It was quite a good setup, and she went on. She kept producing eggs. This iguana that we rescued.
Did any of them hatch?
Well, if they were, they weren't going to do it on my watch, because at that time I think Pets at Home was selling green iguanas with no education that went with it, because they grow quite big. You can't keep them in a small viv.
6 foot long.
Yeah. Oh God, no! It was awful what I was seeing. I had a row in Pets at Home with the manager about. I saw him sell a green iguana to a young kid, and I listened to the conversation that the salesperson was giving this kid. Oh no, you just need to keep it in this cage. What? No. Yes, I called the manager and had a blazing row with him over it.
Good. Well done, that girl.
Yes, and we had a Bosque monitor lizard.
Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, he was vicious. He used to try and take your face off as you tried to walk by. Honestly, you couldn't feed it normally. It had to be fed with very long forceps. It was the most vicious thing we had. Yeah. Oh, there he is. Hello, Archie. Hello, beautiful boy.
Oh, it's Auntie Viv. Hello, Auntie Viv.
He's on the lookout for biscuits.
Yeah, I thought you'd like to see him.
Yeah. I'm quite proud of the fact that where we kept all these reptiles, we had friends that that had specialist shops and people that we could go to, vets that knew what they were doing, because when lizards start laying eggs, they can get egg bound. And if a lizard gets egg bound, you run into to problems. So our little carry case for the lizard, when she became, we felt her and she had eggs in her. So our carry case was a makeshift black dustbin with like a piece of tree, like a branch in it that was screwed in so she could rest on that. And then we put the lid on with holes in it, and then we'd put a bungee round it and we'd carry that to the vet. And by the time we got to the vets that lived about a 40-minute drive away from us, by the time we got to the vets, sat in the queue, saw the vet, she'd laid all the eggs in the bottom of the bin. But yeah, it was a, a big eye opener, keeping, more for me, because Andy's the expert with reptiles, not me. Yeah, big eye opener. But it's a lot of hard work, and you've got to be dedicated if you're going to keep these kind of creatures, to be honest. It's not straightforward, you know.
You can eat you can eat iguana eggs.
I wouldn't eat that. No. Oh, no.
What is the difference between that and me eating eggs from my pet hen when I had a pet hen?
I'd be even funny about eating eggs from a pet hen, you know, even though that's what we eat, chicken eggs. It's seeing them all soft and squidgy. So when they come out and they're all soft and squidgy, that's what puts me off. You'd eat them, wouldn't you, Archie?
He'd probably eat the iguana. He was terrified of the hens, though. When I had hens, Graham once or twice a week would let them out just to roam around the garden, and if Archie was outside, they'd gang up on him and chase him. Once they chased all the way around the garden and into the kitchen.
Oh my God, it's 5:49 there in Australia. Oh, that is really early.
Yeah, well, it shows total dedication to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning to watch the show. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I think tropical fish is an expensive hobby. That's what we got at the moment: tropical fish and 2 cats. That's enough. It's more than enough at the minute for me.
I've got 1 fish, 4 cats, of which I'm probably going to end up rehoming at least one of them, and the dog. And that's enough for me.
Yeah.
I will be getting more fish when I move to Exeter. I'm probably going to set up more fish tanks, because I've been keeping tropical fish since I was about 6 years old, so pretty well solidly.
We have a fish tank full of different types of what they're called cichlids.
Yes. Oh, I like cichlids.
And we've got a feather fin catfish.
Oh, how lovely.
He's black with white spots, and he swims upside down, because that's what they do, apparently. But we've had him for years.
Fantastic. Creatures. Oh, William's there. Hello, mate.
I was in your neck of the woods last weekend. I was in Glastonbury, and I saw them setting up for the Glastonbury Festival, because I know it takes months and months. But as we drove in to the main part of Glastonbury, and we spent the first day was just a little quick visit with DJ Brewster, but the day we left on the Monday, we went back to Glastonbury and spent a bit of time there, which was lovely. Spent far too much money, but there you go. That's Glastonbury for you.
Yeah, one does. Whenever you go to Glastonbury, you end up spending enormous amounts of money on stuff.
I did purchase something that I have here, which I will share with you, because I haven't cleaned it yet. It needs cleaning. I bought this in Glastonbury in a charity shop.
Good Lord.
And it's a rather large board. That was in the window of a charity shop, which I bought.
Well, there's a mate of mine lives in Glastonbury who's actually an expert on the history of Ouija boards. I'll get him on the show.
Oh, is he? Oh, do you know what? I collect Ouija boards.
Do you?
I've got all different types of Ouija boards. I didn't have that one, which was unusual, so I thought I'd get that one. But I've got sprung Ouija boards, glow-in-the-dark Ouija boards. I've got an original 1960s Parker Brothers Ouija board. I've got all sorts of boards here. I do love a Ouija board. I've even got a Ouija board with a big foot on it.
Good God.
Well, it's actually Patty, but and I've got a floppy Ouija board, a roll-up Ouija board. I've got all sorts of Ouija boards.
Well, that behind me, that's one of Patty's footprints. That's from Bluff Creek 67.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's he saying? Is that the Sorcerer's Apprentice Ouija board? Let's have a look. It is. At the bottom, it says Sorcerer's Apprentice Ouija board.
Well done, William. Good.
Yeah. He knows his Ouija boards. He definitely knows his Ouija boards. This says the Sorcerer's Apprentice 1975. This one's not dated or anything. It's got stuff written on there that I don't understand, but yeah, it looks like it's in very good condition. It has some paint spots on the back, but the front is absolutely in good nick. It's got a few scuff marks on there, but nothing major and nothing to worry about. But yeah,
How many Ouija boards you got?
Oh God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There must be 10 that I can count that I know off the top of my head. I might have more.
Good Lord.
And I've got table Ouija boards. I've got 2 of them. I've got one at the top there and one down here that's not even opened. So it's a Ouija board on legs.
So, would you like me to get my mate Judge Smith in to see if I can get him on the show? And then you can go through your collection with him and he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah. Ouija board, I think they're called. That's right. Yeah, it does say Ouija on that. It does say Ouija. Oh, Ouija. Weej. Ouija.
That's weird.
William says that's a very rare board. Been trying to get hold of that one. Honestly, check out the charity shops down in Glastonbury. That's where I got that one from. And it was just sitting in the shop window. And I think I only paid £12 for it.
That's nothing, is it?
It's absolutely nothing. I mean, it doesn't come with a box or a planchette, which I wouldn't expect it to. Where's he gone?
I'm here.
But yeah, that's where I got that one from. I do like a good Ouija board. Oh dear. But yeah, so we've nearly done an hour just talking about nothing really, have we? Our hours go very quickly, don't they, Jonathan?
Oh, I always enjoy doing this. This is one of the high spots of my week.
Well, doing it without a guest on.
I enjoy it when it's just you and me talking crap.
Let's get the Ouija board guy on. Shall we?
I will do my best.
I think we should get him on. Oh, what's yeah, I think we should try, because Ouija boards have been in my blood for years, since I was a child, and we've had some very strange things happen on a Ouija board. Nothing bad. Some very strange things happened to my mother. Some very strange things happened to me. When I say strange things, it's who I've connected with on the Ouija board. And with Dan, when me and Dan did a Ouija board together, we saw the planchette moving on its own.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, defying like all laws. That should never have moved the way it was moving on its own, with no one putting a finger on. But yeah. So William says he knows the shop in Leeds. Oh, is there a shop in Leeds?
What a Ouija board.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't know that. I mean, I haven't been to Leeds in years, but
I've even got a
Ouija.
I've got a Ouija board with a pirate ship on it, and it's got like pirate words around it, like yay and nay and I, and yeah, it's quite strange. Like very, very pretty piece. It looks like a piece of art. And even the planchette had like a map on it with the compass drawn on it. It's absolutely amazing.
I've never actually tried one. I've seen them. I know a fair bit about them, but I've never actually used one.
Jim lad. Hey, that be right, Jim lad there. That's my Long John Silver impression.
Stop it, Robert. You're setting her off again.
Shall I tell you where Andy's gone tonight, which is just a piece of useless information? He's somewhere in Lincolnshire where they get the Vulcan, the plane, and it doesn't actually take off, but it taxis down the runway, turns around and taxis back. And they have all the bikers there sitting right next to the runway listening to it. So he's gone all the way there tonight just to sit, and it happens twice a year. This Vulcan just comes out, they start it up, goes down the runway, turns around, comes back, doesn't actually take off. And it's an amazing thing. That's where he's...
That's brilliant. I'd go and do that.
Yeah. I just think it's a bit strange.
No, it doesn't. It seems perfectly strange, perfectly sensible to me.
Why not take off then?
Probably it's not
on a short flight.
Because it's probably not airworthy anymore.
I don't know.
There are an awful lot of aircraft which are in private collections which can taxi up and down the runway but aren't airworthy, won't take off, and it's not safe for them to take off, or they physically couldn't.
Isn't it that Vulcan that it was the last one that flew and said goodbye? It went round England and then it landed and it was put away. I think it's that one. The really noisy thing.
Yeah. I remember seeing them when I was younger. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful planes. If you talk amongst yourself for a second, I'm just going to check something.
Okay.
By the way, can you hear me when I'm talking?
We can hear you. We can, yes.
You can't see me, but you can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I am a clever boy. I've managed to fix that. Because when I was disappearing before earlier this evening, I would just I disappeared off and kept on disappearing, and you couldn't hear what I was saying.
No, that's right. Robert says one of their planes with a delta wing. I don't know what a delta wing is. That's right over my head.
V-shape.
It's a boy.
V-shape.
Ah,
It's the triangular shape rather than
yes. Yeah, like Concorde.
yeah.
Yeah. I have some fond memories of Concorde because let me tell you this. You thought I was weird before, you've heard nothing. When I was little, Concorde used to come in. I lived quite close to Heathrow, so Concorde would come in and it looked like it was just skimming the top of our house when it was coming into land. And it would do the same thing. It would fly in once in the morning and once in the afternoon, late afternoon. And when I heard, because you would hear it before you saw it, as a kid, I used to remember I'd hear Concorde coming. So I'd run out into the back garden if it wasn't raining, and I would just lay down on the grass with my hands, my palms on the grass, and wait for Concorde to come. The Concorde would come over the house and fly right over the top of me that I could read everything underneath Concorde quite clearly. But the whole ground would shake as she flew over. But she didn't just shake the ground. You would feel the vibration come right the way through your body and into your throat. So when Concorde was coming over, I'd go, but it would sound more like, I used to do that as a kid.
Oh, how lovely.
I used to love that. I used to love Concorde.
Well,
Good
I've just had
memories.
a look. There are no flight-worthy Vulcans left.
Oh.
There are 3 or 4 that can taxi up and down. There's one that's being restored that they're hoping to get into being flight worthy again, but there haven't been any flight worthy ones for some years. And so the best you can get that.
Let me show you his picture that he posted. So here it is with can't see them, with all the bikes. There's the Vulcan there with all the bikes. That's tonight. That's what's happening tonight. And then
God,
Andy being
make the bikes look small.
they look like little dots.
Yeah.
Don't they? And then Andy's being Andy. He's posted another picture, which I will show you because it's quite a good picture. Let's see if the best way to do it. There we go. So that's him with the Vulcan behind him.
Oh, that was cleverly done. Well done, Andy.
But for some reason, he's got a thing about this Vulcan.
I can understand that.
But there you go. So, what does Robert say? He said, I was on the one in Edinburgh Museum. It's very narrow. Oh, what, the plane itself? Oh, the one that I showed was a Wellington.
Let's see. Oh, I think I know about that. Let's see it again. The picture with Andy again.
The one with Andy? That's the one with Andy. So they must have had the Wellington out then.
No, I think, unless I'm completely wrong, because Karina used to live in Lincolnshire, so I used to go down there quite a lot when we were courting. And I remember there is one of the Air Force bases that's got a Wellington outside on static display outside. And I think
I wonder if that's it.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
So that's the Wellington. What's the other one? Oh God, I'm not very good with this bloody Facebook thing. Oh, that is the Vulcan there. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? But anyway.
How come we've managed to get from talking about orcas to human
fingers.
stuff, to fingers, to fluffy spiders, to reptile rescue, and now to classic warplanes?
Vulcan is a jet. I remember the Vulcan is like that V, like your V shape, and it's very, very noisy. I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah, they were active from 1963.
Weren't people mistaking them for UFOs? Or is that another one? Trident. Not Trident. I don't know what I'm talking about. The one that doesn't sound. It hasn't got a sound at all, and that's like a
the stealth bomber.
Stealth. Yes, that's what I'm thinking about. Might have to put them back into commission if things go sour.
Oh, they're looking pretty frightening at the moment, aren't they?
I was talking to my friend who is Russian, and she's been talking to her friend who is in Moscow right now, lives in Moscow. And the friend in Moscow came home from work, and she uses public transport. And she was showing my friend Moscow as it is today. And my friend remembers them being vagrants and homeless people, and, you know, Moscow was just like any other city, really. But when she saw what Moscow looked like last weekend, there were no vagrants on the street at all. There were no vagrants in the train station that she remembered seeing before. Everything has been cleaned up and moved out. And I said to her, where do you think these homeless people have gone? And she said to me something which was quite amazing. She said, you forget how big Russia is as a country. I said, yeah, I remember. She said, the Russian government own a lot of like flats and houses and homes. The government actually owns them. And they've most probably picked these people up and put them in these homes, or they've sent them to the front lines of Ukraine. She said, Moscow is not the city that I remember. She said, it's actually better, which I thought was quite endearing, really.
Yes, except for the idea of Putin sending a bunch of poor, mentally ill, homeless people to go off to the front lines.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's like that, you know, you think about the immigrant situation over here. Maybe they need to be doing, if they want to live here, they need to get British citizenship, and they need to do national service. Let's see how many of them stay or want to be here then.
Yes, Robert, I agree. Everything is just about to kick off there.
Yeah. Well, I think, it's quarter past 9. We can go for another 15 minutes and we'll finish at 9:30, shall we?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, we'll find some nonsense to talk about.
Well, we always
do. We always do. Yeah.
Who have you got on next week?
Well, I am targeting some lovely, amazing people. And I have been given, I'll let you know. It depends if I can get him or not. But there is a guy from Finland who is a spiritualist. And we're hoping to get him on the show to see how the Finnish people, what their stance is and where they come from. And he's supposed to be a very, very good medium in his own right. So he's come recommended. So I'll be contacting him. But some other great news is there might be a new show coming to the channel. So I can't say too much at the minute because it's just in the talking stage, but there's a guy who is ordained into the church as I want to say a vicar, but I don't think he's a vicar. I don't think he's a bishop. But anyway, he's one of them. He's I've had him on a show, and it was a really good show as that. He's a very good friend and he's a very lovely man. But we're talking about putting his shows on this channel as well. As you know, we lost Bry recently, and Ian has taken some time out and to have a rest as well, but and to grieve for his co-host. But there is talk of a show coming from Ian, and he's going to totally revamp the show. It won't be the same as what he did with Bry because you can't replace Bry. So it'll be a totally different show, and he's looking to come back with that. So within the next few weeks, just keep your eyes open. He's changing the weekday he's doing it. He won't be doing it a Friday night. I think he's moving it to a Tuesday because Ian's now working for an events company. Well, they're a good paranormal team in their own right called Pigs. Pigs. And so Friday night sometimes he can't make. So they're moving the show to a Tuesday night. So that's quite exciting. I can't wait to see Ian come back and doing his shows. They're really good and insightful and really thoughtful. So Ian's coming back on a Tuesday night. The Cat in the Net show, I don't think that's going to continue. I think that they gave it a good run. I do believe that Nettie is teaming up with, dare I say it? I don't know. She might be teaming up with somebody who is bringing the show back on. And so you will see Nettie, but Nettie has started a job that includes some shift work. So that will be interesting to see. So if you don't see Nettie for around, don't panic. Nettie and John are still very much on air and are around, and they still have their shows. So lots of changes going on, and some mashups, let's just call it that, mashups where things are going to evolve. But we still stay the same as normal, don't we, Jonathan? We've got our spooky show.
And every Wednesday we just talk crap. So
we talk crap. Sometimes we have a guest on and we listen to the guest and try and glean.
We talk crap to them.
Yeah. The thing is, though, don't you find, Jonathan, that our guests that come on and listen to our crap, and they love it. They absolutely love it. But
well, I'm hoping for the last Wednesday, which I think's in 2 weeks' time, I think.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we've got the guy whose name I can't remember, who is the promoter of the Point Pleasant Mothman Festival.
Oh my God! You know what I bought? Oh, what? You would not believe it. I went Mothman mad. I got a cushion, I got a T-shirt, I got a hat, and I got a badge. It's all about the Mothman this year for me.
Well, we hopefully will have the Mothman Festival person on. So it'll all be very exciting.
I'll have to wear my Mothman T-shirt and hat.
You've got to wear the hat. Come on, hand up, ladies and gentlemen. Who of you wants to see Viv wearing a hat?
Where is my hat?
They all want to see you wearing a hat. Well, it was me, but...
Just to show you something completely out there. It's a bit sort of moth related.
I can't... What is it?
It's a moth.
Good Lord, so it is. Let's see it again.
There it is.
Well, it's encased in lucite or something, is it?
Well, I don't know. I bought that at a market. There's a couple of bones in there, a moth, and it looks like orange.
Oh,
Like it's
golly. I'm trying to see what species it is.
orange in colour.
That's not a moth, it's a butterfly, and I think I keep it. Now, it is a butterfly, it's a small fritillary of some sort. Don't know.
I got two balls. There was the first ball, and the second ball has just got. I don't know if you got to see that. It's just got a bone in it.
You have a very interesting collection of stuff.
Oh, I have an interesting collection of shit.
Well, have you seen my cat skeleton with two heads?
Oh wow! What kind of cat is that?
An artificial one, because if you look at the skull, bones don't have ears.
No, that's true.
But somebody got that at a science fiction convention and thought I'd enjoy it and gave it to me as a present.
Oh wow!
I've just got a house full of this sort of crap, and I've got to move it all, which I'm not looking forward to.
You need a storage lockup. When on moving day, you need stuff to go to the house and stuff to go to the lockup.
Yes, and stuff to go to the skip. But my shit isn't going to go to the skip. I'm not going to get rid of my cat.
What you think is your rubbish might be somebody else's treasure. So never
No,
throw
what
it
I think of as my rubbish is complete and utter crap I should have thrown out years ago.
Oh dear, what are you like? Well, last weekend, as you know, I had the pleasure of showing DJ Brewster around, and he stayed here in my home. And we have been invited to go to Alaska and to visit and stay at Nanwellik, which is a tribal place with a tribal community. And I'm hoping to work with some of the children. And from there, if we get permission from the tribes, we are going, Andy and I have been invited to go to Portlock and stay overnight in the shack, the famous shack. Look at him. The famous shack where Bigfoot shook while they were sleeping in it. So I need to tell people, if you haven't seen it and you have Discovery Plus, have a look at Alaskan Killer Bigfoot. I see it. I'm rewatching it again now through different eyes because I know a lot of the backstories. But yeah, so yeah, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's amazing. And I will be going to Portlock at some point. Andy's already working on how we're getting over there. So next year he's planning to go to Alaska. And apparently they arranged it between themselves. There's nothing to do with me. It's between Andy and DJ that are now great mates. Would you believe that?
Oh, brilliant. From the 30 seconds or so I spoke to him, I thought he seemed a really nice guy.
Oh, and he's so laid back. I mean, some of the skills, I know that in Alaska, the conditions are harsher out there, depending on where in Alaska you go, because it's massive. But the conditions can be harsher, and everyday life is not anything that we've experienced. It's completely different, where they source their own food. They pickle and jar and freeze, and what they're eating is completely separate from what we do. They eat what they catch. It's quite amazing. When DJ told me that they eat seal out there, I went, "What? You eat seal?" He said, yeah. He said, we see when they eat all sorts. But it is a totally different lifestyle and a different culture. And I was actually in awe of what he was telling me. Absolutely amazing. These people are very tough people. The amount of strength that man had that I saw, and I didn't see all of it. You know, he was just like a bulldozer. He could do anything. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to meeting up with the tribe, to doing things with. Sounds awful doing things with the children, but sitting with the children in a class and let them tell me about Alaska. And I'll obviously bring gifts and stuff for the classroom, but yeah, it's going to be a good trip if it happens. But leaving it to Andy, who knows what's going to happen.
I'm sure Andy will do a remarkable job of organising it.
They're talking about hiring motorbikes together and going off. I said, yeah, without me, just leave me there and I'll do a bit of shopping and amuse myself. I don't want to be going on no motorbikes with them.
I've always wanted to go, if I was going to go to Alaska, I've always wanted to go on the big whale watching cruise.
Yes.
That's something
Well, he was
want to
telling me about the whales that come in, and I mean, he said that from Nanwellick to Port Locke, it's either a 3-hour boat ride or a 5-hour car ride. So I said, boat ride it is. He said, well, you'll see quite a lot of Alaska and some of the wildlife on the boat, he said. So whether he meant whales, seals, I have no idea.
Well, I hope you're going to take lots of photographs and make sure you take lots of film as well.
Yeah. I don't know if
I've always wanted to go to Alaska, and I'm going to live vicariously through whatever footage you bring back. So,
yeah, if internet allows, we could go live together. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? But the trip over there's got to happen first. So it will be interesting, an interesting place. And my neighbour who lives just across the way here, he's from Alaska. So he had an amazing chat with DJ, and they talked about the towns that they lived in, and it was as though they'd known each other for years, but that was the first time that they'd met. So it was quite nice to see that, how the fellow Alaskans look after each other.
Well, Miss Vivian, it's 27 minutes past.
Oh, we've got 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes and the outro, which is 51 seconds. I've got the outro music all ready. So everyone can see the wildly expensive animation of Vivian going, which took me all afternoon to do.
Actually, I don't do that. I go like that.
I know you do. I'm going to have to, but I couldn't manage to animate anybody to doing that. My animation skill next to nothing.
Nobody else does that, do they? So just bye.
I'm going to have to film you doing that at some point so I can put it into a thingy, into a film.
Oh, Robert. Do you know what? Robert's bloody weird. Go on, say it. Say it, Jonathan.
Hang on, I can't see. Oh, here he is. Tonight's subject, Robert, was me and Miss Vivian talking crap.
Yes. Tonight's subject was crap.
Tonight's subject was no subject whatsoever.
But we had fun doing it.
We always have fun.
And we thank you for joining in the crap with us.
It wouldn't be the same without you, Robert.
No, definitely not. everybody that's joined. Thank you. We do appreciate you. Thank you for your orcas, Robert.
Because that was what really set us off onto our freewheeling journey of nonsense.
Yeah, and every single one of them, that pod, all belonged to Robert. The Robert's orcas. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Oh dear. Right, should we say good night?
Bye bye, everybody. Let's have, if I can find out what I've done with it, let's have the outro. The time to go home, time to go home from your simply spooky adrenaline ride. Time to go home, time to go home, even if you're terrified. Goodbye. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian and her weird friends are all going home. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian is waving goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
We're still here. I'll press the end stream now and see what happens. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye bye, everybody. I was trying to shut the end stream and it went. Time to go home, time to go home from your simply spooky adrenaline ride. Time to go home, time to go home, even if you're terrified. Goodbye. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian and her weird friends are all going home. Time to go home, time to go home. Vivian is waving goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.